Well, hello. This is Doc Frost coming to you cross-eyed, bloodshot eyes, and extremely fatigued. It is now 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I have been working on papers, including yours, since 7 o'clock this morning, Eastern Standard Time. So that means that for 10 hours, less 1 hour for a class that I taught synchronistically for a SNU campus class, I've been doing this all day. So I apologize for getting this to you later on a Monday. As I drink my caffeine to try to keep me stimulated to make it through this particular video. But one of the things I want to do is I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you that have been really submitting some awesome work. I mean, I don't know exactly how many of you I have asked to use your work as examples for your fellow class members in this class, but also in future classes. I mean, there is really some dynamic work going on here. And trust me, I know, because I just graded all that was submitted. There's a lot of it. And so one of the things I want to say up front is that when you get feedback, if you don't get the grade that you think that you might want, then feel free to shoot me an email or call me and say, hey, Doc, is there any way that I can get a better grade on this? And if you read the feedback that I give you in the rubric, specifically, I will give you those tells on what it is that you can do to improve your grade. I've told everybody, and I've always said it in the 25 years that I've been teaching, congratulations, day one of every class that I've taught. Congratulations, everybody in this class has an A. It is up to you to earn a lesser grade. As far as I'm concerned, you're all brilliant. So everybody in this class is going to get an A because you're all working smart. Life happens. Do I need to say anything more about the last 9 months? Life happens. And we're all up against it. We all have things going on. We all have stressors. We all have all of these COVID-related blah, 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 blah. Everything's going on in the world, this, that, the other thing. World's nuts. But 40 years of law enforcement, I'm more than accustomed to the world being nuts. My job life has always been rather nuts. So for me, I look at all these stresses and all these things going on. I'm like, okay. But then again, I'm on the back nine of my life. I guess you have a long way to go, but all of you are just starting off. And remember, you will all have great stories to tell about the great pandemic of 2020. As you get older, as you have your children, as you have your grandchildren, as you have your great-grandchildren bouncing off of your knees, you'll be able to tell them, I was there during the great 2020 pandemic. And you can tell them all sorts of great stories. So, but I digress. So anyhow, I hope all of you are well. Looking at this week's theories and criminal behavior. Good stuff. You know, again, this is the third time that you will see and or hear some representation of what the Module 4 contains. And I apologize for that. That's why I try to throw in some other stuff during my diatribes here. But by the end of this module, you'll be able to meet these learning objectives, evaluate the impact of environmental factors on behavior. We have been dancing around the issues, delving into those issues, writing about those issues pretty much since day one. Environmental factors are key. Where and how somebody grows up is a key indicator of possible criminal behavior, or possible angelic behavior, or any derivation thereof. Environment plays a big role. Identify characteristics and motivation of a psychopath on criminal behavior. Remember, not all psychopaths are bad. Not at all. I made mention that most of your Fortune 500 companies are probably led by psychopaths. It's that kind of personality that make them overachievers and hard charges in corporate America. So being a psychopath is not necessarily a pejorative statement. I've worked for several psychopaths as sheriffs or chiefs or supervisors. I've also worked for a couple of sociopaths. That's a fun trip in the park right there. Ugh, those are the worst people to work for. And for any of you psych majors, you know what I'm talking about. The module of the glance, read the textbook readings, participate in the discussion topic. Don't forget to complete your quizzes and respond to your peers in the discussion topic. Oh, good Lord, another discussion topic. Whew. Boy, if you think those things make your hair hurt, try grading all of them. Try reading all of them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Okay, so you need to read chapters 7 and 8 in Criminal Behavioral Psychological Approach. Remember when you're reading, what is the difference between psychopaths and sociopaths? Trust me, distinctly different cats. What role does your brain function play in the development of a psychopath? How can someone be a psychopath and not a criminal? That's what I just said. Look at corporate America. And then, etc., etc. All of this is in writing, and you're going to read it or see it at least twice. Video, 6 minutes, 32 seconds, exploring the mind of a killer. As you view the video, think about the following. What role do age, genetics, brain damage, and interaction with the environment play in criminal behavior? I can tell you that I've prosecuted people for murder that was young as 16 and certainly much older. Okay, so, age does play a role, a significant role. And then you have additional support material, which is optional, which is the brain on trial, which talks about, chemistry. Did a brain tumor influence the shooter's behavior, etc., etc. So that is that. This module will be discussing how biological factors affect the development of criminal behavior. Biology, genetics, etc., etc. Each of us is born with a set of genes to determine our eye color, predisposition to disease, and personality, among many other things. Are people born bad? That's actually a question, but you're not here to answer that. So it's just rhetorical. Are people born bad? Or are people made bad? Are they influenced bad? Are they motivated bad? Are they environmentally influenced bad? Are they, etc., etc. I can tell you right now that genetic research is exactly this. 50% say yes, 50% say no, that genetics has a play in determining whether or not you have criminalistic behavior. So, I can't say yes and I can't say no. Would you say maybe? I might. Interesting. Discussion, primary and peripheral and contributing factors. After reading the following case study, what role does the environment, friends, family, careers, education, socioeconomic status, etc. play in behavior? In your opinion, is criminal behavior justified if the environment promotes or supports the behavior? Do you have an excuse? When responding to your peers, share your opinions and discuss other situations where environment has impacted an individual's behavior. Are certain behaviors justified by the environment? Explain your rationale. To complete this assignment, review the rubric. Again, as I continue to hop on, print out the rubric. Have it with you. Look at each category as you are assigning yourself to the posting. And just read the rubric. Are you, on the left-hand column, all the extraordinary, are you doing the best work that you can do in these particular discussions? And again, when you give feedback, take an extra 60 seconds, take an extra minute or two to really build out the feedback to your peers. Essentially, give the feedback that you would like to receive from your peers. And then the other thing is, when we talk about feedback, please read the feedback that I give you, inside and outside of all of your assignments. So, with that, and then you have the quiz, chapters 7 and 8. Make sure you do that. And that is about that. That is essentially what we have to do this week. So some of you have called me. Some of you have had concerns. Not really concerns, but you had questions. And you felt comfortable enough to call me, and that is perfectly okay. 603-944-5404. 603-944-5404. That's my cell phone number. Call me if you're freaking out. Call me if you have a question. I work for you. Remember, this is about education, not about schooling. Anybody who is in this class, you had to have had prerequisites. This is an advanced class. So call me. If I can help you in any way, call me, email me, text me, send a carrier pigeon. I don't care. We are going to be seeing each other before Thanksgiving. Not literally seeing each other. You'll be seeing and hearing from me before Thanksgiving. So I will wait to wish you that Thanksgiving blessing. And remember, November is Gratitude Month. So I hope that all of you have something to be grateful for. Take care of yourselves, take care of a neighbor, take care of your family, take care of your friends. Basically, take care. So this is Doc Frost signing off from the basement after a very long day. And I apologize for the lateness of your posting, but now I have to get all of this into YouTube and all of that. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to stop talking. No, really, I'm going to stop talking right now.